Hello my YouTube family, Josiah here from New Gaming, bringing you guys some more Dark Souls PvP. Now these are a few of the better matches from yesterday. If you guys are wondering, I am using my Dark Disciple build. I have previously posted a video on it. It's been a while since I played with this. So I am just going to go ahead and admit that I did lose a lot while playing, but I did have some really good matches. This is probably one of the best matches yesterday. Probably one of the better matches that, I don't know, one of the most memorable matches for me anyway. You guys will be the judge of how good or bad it may be. Right off the bat, I kind of need to apologize for that. I wasn't really used to these weapons. I really like the Occult Darksword and the Divine Gargoyle's Halberd. I really love those weapons. They're a lot of fun, but I'm going to have to go ahead and admit that I'm not as good with them as I had hoped, and I do use Wrath of the Gods a little bit more than I would like. While we're on the topic of Wrath of the Gods, I don't know, I don't really care for that miracle. Like I said, it may seem contradictory because I'm using it quite often more than I would like, but I don't like it because many other miracles don't really feel like they fit into PvP. Like, they don't feel like they're meant for it, in my opinion. I don't know, it's my opinion anyway. But yeah, I got a pretty nice finish there. It was a really close match, and I barely managed to beat that guy, and I still had the poison ticking, and I was kind of freaking out, and I tried to use a flask there, if you guys saw that. That's kind of how, I don't know, I had to calm myself down. I was like, I can still win this, okay, let's go to the Halberd. It does a little bit more damage. And then I go into fighting this guy after. This is a pretty quick one. But yeah, I'll just throw it in here. It was an interesting fight. Yeah, like I was saying though, I feel like Wrath of the Gods is one of the only miracles that works well in PvP. Grave Lord Great Sword Dance, that's a mouthful, is a really good miracle, but it's really unpredictable. You see that it has quite a bit of a cast time. It goes randomly to places. You know, it's kind of like the Firestorm. I think it actually casts a little bit quicker than Firestorm, but it probably I don't know. It might do about the same or more damage depending on your faith. But for Firestorm, all you need is a Pyromancy Flame. You don't need to spec stats into faith. So yeah, I don't know. I was really kind of disappointed by the options that miracles offer in combat, and I guess they're really more geared towards PvE. And I don't know, a lot of the Int users, you don't really see many Int users, you know, actually use sorceries in PvP. You see quite a few, and now since Hereditary Edition, there are some really overpowered, and I think in most people's opinion, really overpowered sorceries that do tons and tons of damage to the point where you can one-shot someone with a really quick cast of what is a Dark Bead, and it's kind of ridiculous, I have to say. But I'm not here to complain about that. But what I am complaining about right now is the fact that the Wrath of the Gods really only seems like the only accessible miracle for PvE or PvP, excuse me. And I kind of feel people just throw it in their builds. I actually do enjoy using the more difficult miracles and attempting to, you know, merge them all together to have a reliable form of offense. That's probably the next PvP you'll see from me. Next time I do make a video is going to be probably with my, I don't know if there's a name that I've given that build, but it was just, you know, miracle only PvP. And of course, when I run out, I had a weapon that I would use. But yeah, that was kind of what I was doing with that, and I really enjoyed that too. I like, just my own personal taste, I like doing things that most people don't do. Like, and that transfers into everyday life, that transfers into my YouTube channel, even though it really hasn't been the case yet lately. But I like doing stuff that people don't do. I like playing and just doing things in a different way. And that's why I like to use Miracle Only. I really haven't seen anyone else use it. I'm not gonna stake a claim and say that I'm the only player ever to PvP Miracle Only, because I know that 100% is not true. But I'm the only one, I think, that, I don't know, enjoys it, I guess. Probably not. That's probably not true either. I'm the only one that I don't know, I think posts it that I know of. That's a pretty limited pool of people, but whatever. So yeah, I don't know why I threw the beginning of that fight, or that there. This is a little dinky fight. I think this guy's actually a really low level. And yeah, I don't know, I just threw this in here. I don't know why. Might as well, I guess. And here's kind of a good example of where I use Wrath of the Gods more than I like. It's kind of silly, but yeah. I don't know. I kind of wish there were other miracles a little better at PvP. Obviously, what I would really like was would be like a miracle like force, where it has a lot of charges, but doesn't do a lot of damage. Something like that. I don't know. That you could use like instead of a sword, so you could put a talisman in your right hand and use that as your form of offense instead of a sword. But it doesn't. It does like a medium amount of damage. It casts, you know, medium speed, but it's like having a sword in your right hand, but you get to use miracle with it or something. I don't know. That would be really interesting. I think that'd be something I've been looking forward to in Dark Souls 2 if I could do that. I really just like. I like options. That's what I like, because the more ways I can distinguish myself, the more I feel like I enjoy what I'm doing. But yeah, so. That was all pretty much long-winded apology for me using Wrath of Gods more than I like. Now, some people might really hate it, some people might dislike the video because of it, and some people may not care. I don't know. It all depends on your preference, and I can kind of see every point of view. But yeah, I like miracles, and sadly, there's not very many of them to use in PvP very effectively, at least for me. I do like using Sunlight Spear, but that's kind of like... The way to use Sunlight Spear, you kind of either have to be PvPing in an area with quite a bit of water, or you have to get really, really good, which I'm not at all, not even close. You have to get really good at actually throwing them where the people like roll to without lock-on on, because they're pretty good at doing quite a bit of damage pretty easily if you can just land them. But yeah. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on all that nonsense anyway. Some pretty good fights. The first one was mainly the one that I wanted to, I guess, kind of exhibition and show off. I'm not really sure how much HP I had left. I should have checked. But I don't know. It was a really clutch fight, and I was kind of freaking out. I was like, pretty much, I had given up. I was like, in my mind, oh man, I'm dead. And I pretty much just, I don't know. I was like, oh, I'm poisoned. I got no HP. And I was like, wait. If I can do enough damage to the Halberd, because the Halberd does like 580, but it's magic damage and physical, so it's not really that strong, but it's strong enough. I was like, if I can use the Halberd right, I might be able to kill him. And like, I put my mind to it, and I just like zoned in on what I was doing for a second, and I actually won. That's why I was so hyped up about that. But watching it again, it wasn't the most impressive fight ever. I think the video's coming to an end here soon. Yeah, this is the last match. Fighting against this guy. I'm not sure. Is that one of the dragon weapons? I think, or is that? I'm pretty sure that's or no, that's Havel's club. No, that's a dragon tooth. I think. Yeah, I'm in derp. But yeah, I've been really enjoying PvP. I'm going to be switching it up again soon. So this is one of my many builds that I had made previously that was actually in a video that I had watched from about a year ago, and there are several more that I'm going to be bringing back as well. Just to have some fun with it, play around with it. Try my hand at Dark Souls again. Dark Souls 2 is a little too far off for my taste, but you know, it'll be here before we know it, and hopefully it'll be the game everyone hopes for. I really like the way that it looks closer to Demon Souls, because Demon Souls, in my opinion, was a better looking game. But yeah, not much else to say. A few things I went on about longer than I had planned to. Jeez, it's been a while since I've been in the since I've watched videos after I've played and then commentated over them. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit harder actually. That's probably why I stopped doing it. But no, I think the video quality, maybe not the commentary, but the video quality especially should look better, because it's going straight from the PvP or the PvP. It's going straight from the PVR, the Sony or the homage PVR into Sony Vegas. So yeah, this is coming to an end here, sadly. A lot more losses than I would have liked, but that can't be helped. I'll be getting at the hang of it sooner or later. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Love you guys. Y'all damn it. God bless.